Okay, so welcome to our Diamond Runner call. We're really excited to bring this to you. My name is Olivia, if we have never met before. And then Brittany and Jamie are also helping out. Yeah, we just wanted to kind of break Diamond down for you. Sometimes it feels like this big, hairy, scary goal, and I know that it's something you all want to hit and something that's important in your business if you are wanting to continue to see growth and change. And so we thought we would kind of break down our best tips for you and help you kind of reverse engineer your goal. And so I've got a couple little points here of things that I know helped me get to Diamond, and then I'll let the other girls share as well, just to give you kind of the most tools in your toolbox. Okay, so Diamond, we all hear about this like big Diamond goal, this big Diamond goal, and I guess it comes down to why is Diamond important? And like I said, for me it was I want to keep seeing growth and start helping other people help other people, and kind of that snowball effect of helping other people get involved in this business. And so somebody told me you need to hit Diamond. I was like, all right, let's do it. But then for me, I think I got caught up in I need to find all of these people, and I got really overwhelmed really fast. And so breaking it down was really important for me. And I have these hanging in front of me. You literally can't see them. There we go. I have these hanging in front of me every single day when I'm working. And so this is my downline. It is nothing fancy here, just some scrap paper and a pen. And then this is Blake's downline, as he is a Diamond coach as of a couple weeks ago. And I broke those down and I leave them hanging in front of me for a couple reasons. If you don't know what you're shooting for, you don't have anything to kind of fuel that fire, if that makes sense. And so having those blanks laid out, even if you've got 8 blanks right now, that's okay. You can see those 8 blanks, you can visualize that, and you can start to fill them in. Because if you just leave that, you don't have this sheet in front of you, I feel like you don't have anything to push for. And so really making that Diamond roadmap was huge for me. And it's easy to get caught up for me anyways in that scarcity mindset of, oh my gosh, I have to fill in 8 blanks to become a Diamond coach. But when I'm actively looking at this downline every day, it's like, man, I've got some kick-ass leaders on my team. I've got some amazing coaches. Look at all these people. You can start to be thankful for what you have and see what you have and who you have working for you. And then the universe can bring you more of what you already have. And so that Diamond roadmap for me is huge in helping you to visualize and get to your goal of Diamond. Mindset is everything. I kind of, I guess, touched on that when I talked about the roadmap. But like I said, we make it out to be this big, hairy, scary goal, and then we start putting all these excuses in front of us as to why we can't do something. You can sign up you should have your spouse signed up if you are shooting for Diamond. So that is 1 out of 8 coaches needed to get to Diamond. And then you can get your spouse to Emerald. That is one of the biggest pieces of the pies in Emerald, or in Diamond. So you need 2 emeralds, 1 on either leg. And then on each leg, you need 4 coaches total. So if you have your spouse to Emerald, you only need 3 more coaches on that leg and 1 more emerald. That's a huge, like I said, a huge piece of the pie. And so you are able to control so much of that, which is amazing. And so getting your spouse to Emerald is a huge thing. And like I said, mindset. You can be like, I need to find 8 coaches, or you can be like, I'm going to present this opportunity to 8 people. I'm going to help 8 people save on their Shakeology and their products every month and get to my goal. It is all about mindset, and you know that already being in this business. And if you're not obviously actively working on your mindset, it is one of the vital behaviors for a reason. I think too, as I started approaching that goal of Diamond, I thought that I had to have everything figured out. I was like, well, Diamond coaches, like, I need to have a team page, and I need to be running team calls, and I should have sneak peeks, and I should have Success Club leaderboards, and I have to be hosting team retreats. Like, I just put all this pressure on myself of all these things that I thought I needed to do. Nobody has anything figured out. Nobody has it all figured out. We are all running on fumes some days, just trying to do the best we can. nobody has it figured out. So just because you're shooting for that rank of diamond, please get off the computer, doesn't mean you need to have all of these things going on. You're an incredible leader already. And so don't think that your people are going to be expecting everything. That is the beauty of this business. If you're on our downline, you're plugged into your coach's team page, their coach's team page, Morgan's team page, Lindsay Matway's, like there's resources out the wazoo. Don't think you have to reinvent the wheel and make all these beautiful fancy things, because it's kind of like, they call it shiny things syndrome, right? Thinking that you need all of those sneak peeks and leaderboards and blah, 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 those are the shiny things. And at the end of the day, they don't matter, right? What matters is you showing up for your people. If that's a group chat, that's amazing. If it's a text message, that's cool too. Whatever you have is more than enough. Because at the end of the day, it's their business too, right? You're not in this to hold somebody's hand and like spoon feed them. There's resources out there. And if you plug them into those resources, you plug them into that team page, that is you doing your job as a leader. So you don't have to reinvent the wheel and think you need to do all these things, because then you're putting those walls in front of you, those blocks, and you're like, well, I don't want to hit diamond because I have to do all these things. You don't have to do anything, right? And then speaking it into existence. I literally, to this day, when I shower every morning, I visualize my lake house and I say my affirmations of like, I am a 2-star diamond coach every day on repeat. Because when you start to speak it over and over and over and over again, you start to believe it. And even if you don't believe it right away, I want you to keep saying it and say it more. And then you start to believe it. And then once you speak it out into the world, like I said, the universe can help you achieve those goals. Because if you're walking around, I'm not a diamond coach, I'm not a diamond coach, I'm not a diamond coach, the universe is like, well, you don't want it, so no thanks, right? Speak it into existence, believe it, because if you want other people to come to you to be their leader, you have to believe yourself that you're a leader. And like I said, sometimes when I first started saying I'm a diamond coach, I didn't believe it for a second. But the more that you speak it into existence, the easier it's going to happen and the more you're going to believe it. Affirmations are huge. And I hope that one of your affirmations from tonight moving forward is I am a diamond coach, because you deserve to be a diamond coach. You can be a diamond coach. Like I said, you are in control of so many things. It's just mindset and making it happen. So that's my little powerful speech there.
I love that, Liv. That's so, so good. And just kind of going off of that, you guys, like Liv said, mindset is everything. And I think when you really break it down, so all of you guys on this call are either an Emerald coach, or maybe you're just about Emerald, or whatever, you have dreams or goals of becoming a diamond coach, right? So if you think about it, if you've hit Emerald, you can be diamond. All you have to do is repeat that. Like that's literally all it takes, is becoming Emerald and then doing it again. Like when you think about it that way, at least that helps me a little bit, because I know I was similar where I'm like, oh my gosh, I need 8 coaches and I need 2 Emeralds, and my head starting to spin and all these people. And that's overwhelming. Like, let's just be real. That can be kind of overwhelming. But when you think about it, you're like, okay, I already hit Emerald. Okay, cool. I'm going to do that again. I'm going to have 2 more people join me. I'm going to have 2 more people join me here. It becomes a lot less scary and a lot less intense. And I also really liked what Liv was saying about the leadership thing. That held me back so much in the beginning. And it continues to hold me back if I don't check myself and say, no, like, you are a leader, you are going to do this. So just know that, like, you have to pour belief into yourself sometimes, and just, well, all the time, but really pour into yourself. Find some way to remind yourself of the leader that you are, but also know that being a leader doesn't mean you have all the answers. Being a leader means you can help find the answers, or you can point someone in the right direction. I can't tell you how many times the women on my team, which some of you guys are on here, will ask me a question and I'm like, oh crap, I have no clue. I'm going to Google that. Or I say, I don't know, Google it. Like literally that's how I've learned everything. So don't think you have to know all the answers before you can actually take that next step.
Okay, I'm going to piggyback on that, because when you first start out, and I'm live chatting with corporate right now, so things might get hectic, but when I started coaching, I felt like, man, this is eating up so much of my time for how much commission I'm actually making from my clients and my coaches signing up and joining me. And so I thought about it, and I thought, if I really want to make this worth my time and to be compensated for my time, the reason why Beachbody has these different sorts of rank advancements is so that they see that you're invested in this and you are helping people. And so I thought to myself, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to actually do it, and I'm going to actually get paid for my time. And so for me, it's non-negotiable to lose my diamond rank now, because this week I'm making $350 in team bonus cycles because I'm helping my coaches do their job. And so if you're going to be here doing this, make it a goal to hit diamonds so that you are getting compensated for that, right? So that you're not feeling like, oh, I'm doing all this work and I'm not earning an income from it, right? It's really hard to show up when we're not being compensated for our time. And so that was a goal for me, is like, I want to be paid. I want to help these people, but I also want to be paid to help these people, because like I go to work and I get paid to work. So why should I work and do this without getting paid, right? It's kind of a no-brainer. Like, your time is worth something. So make it worth something and hit the rank, so that when you are plugging into these groups and your challengers and your coaches, you are getting compensated for that. And that is benefiting you, because I'm telling you guys, I haven't got Jordan's. I was just telling Britt before I hopped on here, I haven't got Jordan's account to Diamond right now. We're missing out on $350 US on team bonus cycles because I haven't got him to Diamond yet. And I'm helping his coaches and I'm running his business. So I need to get that to Diamond so that I'm being compensated for the time that it takes me to do those things. I got to answer this chat.
So that was great. And I just wanted to chime in on that super fast. Am I cutting out? I think I'm delayed. Can you guys hear me? Ah. I don't know if you guys can hear me. My connection is not working. Okay, well, I'll just quickly talk. Maybe. I don't want it to like mess everything up. Liv, if you want, you can.
Okay, we'll give Britt a second to catch up. It was lagging pretty bad. Okay, and so we just hopped off an Emerald call, and that is where I said you're going to unlock those team bonus cycles, and then I hit Emerald, and I was like, bring in the money. Nothing, right? Like Jamie's saying, you want to be compensated for your time. And I feel like Diamond is where that income potential really, really unlocks. That is where you can start to see more team bonus cycles and accumulating that volume. That is where things really feel like they take off. And then on what Jamie said, now working your spouse to Diamond. I got Blake to Diamond a couple weeks ago, and I'm not kidding you guys, the income from his account on top of my account is like night and day. Like, my advice to anybody is get to Diamond and then get your spouse to Diamond as fast as you possibly can. Because like, I remember the days where I was like struggling to pay Blake's coach fees, and I was like, man, like, why is everybody telling me to keep him signed up? This makes no sense. Like, I'm just I felt like I was going backwards instead of forwards. But like they always talk about pumping that well, I was pumping so hard and nothing was coming out of that well. But as I kept pumping that behind the scenes work, and now I don't have to pump as hard and I'm getting more results, right? It's like that initial leg work, like Jamie talked about, of putting in the work now, and then you're going to be compensated for your time even more, even more, even more as you grow that business. And it took me way too long to hit diamond, like 3 years. And I mean, it's a drop in the bucket now. But now that I'm on the other side of it, I'm like, I want to help you guys realize that it doesn't need to take 3 years for you to get there. And it's all about how hard you make it, right? You're in control of so many things. You just need to put in the work. I'm gonna let.
Okay, can you guys hear me now? I don't know, my computer froze. It was a mess. Anyways, I'm on my phone now, so hopefully this works. And I don't know what happened or what Liv said, so she may have just literally said this, so just stop me if you just said it. But what I wanted to share was Jamie was just talking about capping out. And Liv, did you talk at all about that part? Okay, so I know there's a couple girls on here. At least I have a couple girls that are new and are obviously going after diamond, and they may have been confused by like what capping out meant or why like she isn't earning that $350 or whatever it is. And as you guys get more into this, you will there'll be more information, you can learn more, but essentially you cap out at a certain amount through your team bonus cycles. So as a diamond coach, you'll make a certain amount and then you'll still continue to grow that volume. And the really cool part is that you're going to accumulate that. So you're going to actually keep it and it will roll over to the next week, which is awesome. But why not get paid today for it, right? So that's why it's so crucial. Well, one of the reasons why it's so crucial to get to that next level so that you can unlock that earning potential. And then also with Emerald, you're only making $14 per your cycle, which is really cool, really great. That's awesome. You've hit that first step. But how much more can you possibly make when it's $18 per cycle? And I know it doesn't sound like a lot because if you're like, well, I cycled once, the difference between 14 and 18 is not that much, right? Obviously. But if you're cycling 20, 50, however many times, that adds up a lot. And that few dollar difference is going to make a significant impact. So just keep that in mind. I know we're talking a lot on the financial side, but I feel like you guys are runners. Obviously, you're wanting this. You're wanting to make this an actual thing. You're wanting to make an income at this. So I feel like it's so crucial that we talk about that because I know for me it was a huge goal, and I know one of my big goals is to be able to step away from my full-time job and make this my full-time thing. Well, if I had never gotten to Emerald and then gotten to Diamond, that wouldn't even be a possibility. Like that wouldn't even be something in my mind that could actually happen. But it's when you start to hit these goals that you start to realize like, wow, holy crap, like my whole life can be changed by this and I can help someone else do the same thing. So sorry, that's my little tangent. I don't know if you guys had anything else or should we open up to questions?
Sorry, I was just going to say, if we're talking tips, I did a diamond in an hour call a few weeks ago and went through some really easy things that you can do to take action to hit diamond. Like Olivia said, and I love affirmations, don't get me wrong. I'm a diamond coach. I'm a diamond coach. I'm a diamond coach. But like, we don't want to put diamond up on a pedestal because once you hit diamond, you're like, oh, I'm still the same coach. Right? Like it's not that big of a difference. It's like, oh, I'm still the same coach, but I'm earning $350 Canadian in team bonus cycles this week for helping these people. And then you kick yourself. And that's why we're talking financially, because then you kick yourself and you're like, but I'm the same person. I didn't really learn that much, right? I just put in the work and got there and I'm not doing anything different because like Olivia said, all you have to do is help people with our programs, with our products, and then with our coach business, which is no different. anything and everything that we're teaching you guys on this call is Googleable. Anything, like Olivia said, that my coaches come to me and I'm like, I honestly don't know. They're not like, how don't you know that? They're like, oh, okay, I'll Google it, or I'll Google it and tell them. That's really a mindset shift that I had before I hit Diamond, is like, I don't have time to coach a team. I don't have time to like answer people's questions. I don't have time to do X, Y, and Z. Just know that like, if you guys sign up a coach and you add them into, I'm not sure what Olivia's team name is or team group is, but if you add them into like team Just Keep Pushing and they ask questions in there, chances are that one of us coaches or somebody in the downline is going to answer their question before you even read it or see it. So just know that like, we've got your back. Everybody has your back in this network and wants you to succeed. And so that doesn't just fall on you. We're a team in doing this. And by showing the people that you help get started coaching that empowers them to be like, oh, well, Olivia signed me up and hit Diamond, so like I can do what Olivia does, right? Like Olivia doesn't, it's almost nice that like she works full time, because I can see that like she can work full time and do both, and it's doable. As soon as you make what you're doing as a coach unavailable or inaccessible to the people who you're trying to sign up, then they're going to think that they can't do it, which is completely false. We want to be able to duplicate everything that we do in this business. So like you'll hear so many top coaches say, is that the activities and the things that you do the first day you sign up as a coach are still the same things you do in your 7th year of coaching. You show up for yourself, you show up for your challengers, and then you help a team. And that is it.
Yes, love everything. There's just so many good takeaways from this call, you guys. We've got 6 minutes left. If you guys have questions, please, you can post them in the chat. None of us bite. You can just unmute yourself and message them or ask them here if you would like. I mentioned this too on the Emerald call that we just had, but at the end of the day, this just comes down to talking to people. And if you're not actively inviting people to the coaching opportunity, if you're not actively inviting people to your groups, Diamond is going to be a lot harder for you, right? Having those conversations, talking to people, inviting them. If Beachbody closed its doors tomorrow, how would your life look? Mine would be really terrible. I would be quite upset, like distraught about it, because my life has changed so much from this opportunity, from these programs, from these products. I feel good in my own skin. Like my life has done a 360. So share that with people on your social media, share that with people in your life, because we have something here that so many people need. And at the end of the day, it comes down to talking to people, because if you're not actively inviting or actively talking to people about what you're doing, you can't expect to build a team or get to Diamond, right? Does nobody have any questions? Okay, well, if you do have questions, you know where to find me.
Somebody in the chat has a question. Amy said, I have a question about leads since there is time. Go ahead, Amy. If you want to unmute yourself, feel free.
I have kind of a crappy connection, so it might not work. But basically, I've seen 3 or 4 people come in since I hit Success Club 5 last month. But how do the leads work?
So you're obviously Emerald then, Amy? Yeah. So because you're Emerald, if I log on to teambeachbody.com and create an account without a coach and order Shakeology, Beachbody randomly assigns Emerald with random clients. So anybody can log on and invest in a challenge pack, Shakeology, BOD, whatever it is, and you're randomly assigned their coach. So it works just the same as any of your clients will work. You'll get commission and volume off of their orders. I personally, and this is different for everybody, because we all get ghosted by our leads, I personally have emailed every single lead that I've got. I've said, hey, I'm Jamie, I'm your coach. Please reach out if you need anything. I have wellness groups that happen every single month. I've almost always tried to talk them into the coach discount, or just said like, hey, you've ordered Shakeology like 5 months in a row. Just wondered if you wanted the discount on it. Never get a response. So I just get the commission off of that. Does that answer everything? She left. Okay. Any other questions? Anybody pushing for Diamond right now? Or are we all pushing for Diamond right now? So set yourself a date, follow up with every single client in your groups, see if anybody wants the discount, see if anybody has a friend. Today, I have a really dull challenge group right now, so I posted in there. New challenge group starts Monday. $25 Amazon gift card goes to anybody who brings a friend and that subscribes to BOD into this group. And that's not for my commission. That's because whoever brings a friend, I'm going to say, why don't you sign up as a coach? Because that's your friend, so you should make commission off of them and help them realize that like they can do what I do. Super simple.
I love that idea. That is so good.
Perfect.
Amy said thank you. Her computer died or something. So she said, tell Jamie thanks.
I hope that answered a question. She kind of looked at me like, no, that doesn't really answer it, but whatever. But I mean, it's awesome. But like I said, if anybody's ever got to respond from a lead, it's not me. Like I've literally never talked to my leads. They ignore me every single time. Which is probably a reason there's a lead. They probably watch a coach on social media and just don't want to reach out to them and don't want to be their client and don't want confrontation. So instead they just order the products on their own and get randomly assigned a coach. I would do that. I would.
Okay, well, thanks you guys a million for hopping on. If you've got questions, let your coach know. We're all here for you guys, and you guys are Diamond coaches. I believe in you guys. You can do it. Go out and conquer the world, okay?
Bye.